but if you had burnt it, it wouldn't do that so much. Then you're gonna sift around. Keep in mind that you're gonna turn this thing. No, don't do it just flat, flat, flat. You're gonna turn this because you want to get to the edges. 1, 2, 3, and then start working in the middle. 1, 2, and then just general all over, just in case.
With 80 mesh.
80 mesh. And then you're going to come back and wet it down again. Until you can just someplace on there see a little puddle. There, you see how it just flashed right there? There's a little puddle. The whole thing doesn't have to be puddled the second time. And then come back, and then you can see where you're light and you're dark. So you see how there's a little light coming through there? Okay. And then just in general, hit the light parts. And making sure that you're twisting your arm around so that you're getting edges. Okay, that'll do it. So that gives that should give you a pretty good coat. Then you can turn it over. And then have whatever you're going to.
Now, do we need to spray the top or not spray?
In this case, I did not. Yeah. I didn't.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
But it's amazing to me, not only that you can hold it like that, but that you don't have to let it dry, and you're not going to get any bubbles.
No. Yay.
I got a silly question. So there's no pre-burning the copper to get the?
Yes, there would be, but we're not
Okay.
doing that right this second.
Okay,
Yeah, I was concerned with the sifting at this time.
the technique.
Go back over this in case anybody was not quite sure what they were doing. Okay?
All right,
Okay.
got it.
And you just go over that initial part again. Of course, I didn't spritz it, and I tipped it over and it all fell off.
Mhm.
But you don't want to touch it any more than you have to on the back, but if you touch it on the back, you touch it on the back. And one of you had it crawl on you. It will do that sometimes, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Generally not, but if you're making a tile, nobody sees it anyway.
And it's straightened out pretty much by the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe if the agar and this water separated.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened. I don't know what, and it happens to me sometimes too. And I never know, I can never figure out why it happens. It's rare, but it does happen. And you stick some glue on it and stick it on the wall.
I overheard Tom saying to somebody, if they can repeat it, something about the agar, once it's mixed, it goes bad, like after a day or two?
He said it was before they put a.
Who was he saying that to you? Yes.
Before they put in a preservative, you had to refrigerate it.
Oh, so now you don't have to worry about that?
I don't think so.
That's been in the bottle for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
And then I added fresh to it before I came here to make sure we had enough. But, and I keep using the same stuff. And it sits for a long, long time. And still, once in a while, it happens. But not very often. And as I say, you're gonna glue it to something and nobody will know.
Does mold hurt it?
I've never had mold. I've never had mold and never had anything happen to it, ever.
Do you use a mask when you are in production?
No, I don't, but I do have a HEPA filter that I sit over.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay,
When I'm doing a lot of things,
okay.
then it doesn't take care of everything, but it takes care of a lot of it.
Do you know if this is the same type of agar they use to put petri dishes to grow bacteria?
I would say probably yes.
Okay.
You'd have to ask Tom about that, but I'd say
that's
probably
interesting.
yes.
I think it is.
And you like it a lot better than the clear file?
Oh, yes.
Because it's so much more glue to it?
Yes,
Okay.
Stickier.
yes. Yes, because I used to use clear fire.
Is it what enamel used to use a long
Yes.
time ago
Both
before?
of these things are what people used to use
Okay,
until they invented whatever that paint stuff on, and I used to use, that blue stuff.
oh,
I
yeah.
don't use that anymore. I started out using it.
Blue stick.
It's a
Yeah.
blue paint that you, so that you don't get fire scale. Well, that's, if you are.
Oh,
beca-
scale X.
Scale X, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I don't use transparency, and I don't have to worry about that. And I don't clean all of that stuff off, because when the enamel melts, it makes fire scale under there anyway. So there's no sense to clean it off, because it's gonna build back up. And you want some of that on there, because there's a chemical reaction that happens between the glass and really the fire scale and the fire scale and the copper. It's a reaction. It's that glass has to be suited for that metal, or it's not gonna work. And that's why your thing cracked off, because you broke that bond. You broke the bond. And it fell off.
That's what I have happened
You got
in
it.
Delphi.
Why, I don't know.
It
but
kept
did.
happening,
So.
and they had no
But
idea why.
you clean before you start.
No.
You do clean, you don't clean your metal.
No, because you weren't here, when we go to put this on, we have put it in the kiln and we have burnt it. We take it to black.
Oh, it's a black.
Take, not green, not dark red, because I've tried both of those. For this purpose, it does not work. I know Bill took it to green, and that's hard to find. The red wasn't far enough.
You
Because
take it to black and then you clean it?
and then any fire scale that happens to be
Yeah,
on
I just took mine
there.
out of the kiln right
Okay.
before. I just like had it in there for a minute and a
Okay,
half.
so then you
2
just
minutes.
rub that off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just rub it on the side of my
And then
leg.
and then you start?
And it starts.
Seems so less annoying.
But are you saying that it's not only getting oil off, but it's producing some fire scale that helps the
Helps-
glass
it helps the
Oh my
glass
bond to the
adhere.
metal?
Because when you put the glass back on, the fire scale is gonna develop underneath that glass.
Yeah.
So what's the point of taking it off? It's gonna come back anyway.
Huh.
Does more come back?
Yes.
Yeah.
And how's that work with transparency?
That's the other thing.
Oh, only with opaques?
Only with opaques, not with transparents. Now, if you want the fire scale and you want that dark on there, then you don't have to clean that. And see, for me, transparency is a foreign language. I don't do transparency.
But you brush as much off as you can.
Yes, you don't,
Okay.
yes, you, that's it, I really rub it on the side of my leg.
Okay.
Because that's available.
That's not in the recipe.
Because I don't use good clothes then, I don't have my good clothes on, and finding a towel or something else is just, it's too much time.
Right.
I say, whap, whap, whap.
I got a lot of pants like that. My garden pants are all mine.
Oh, any other questions? Am I clear?
You made stencils for us to pick? Is that
I
what-
made the original outline drawing,
Okay.
so that technically, all you'd have to do is use whatever there is as a stencil, because it is taken off of this, whichever one it is.
But did you make enough for people to?
If there's not, then we can make another one. You have, there's four kinds, you can choose which one you want to
And you
do.
said you were going to talk about how to strengthen it,
You were gonna talk about the wire.
the wire.
Okay.
And strengthening.
Okay, if you choose this one particularly, if you choose this one, so you have, this little area, it's a flap. And you would want to make sure that you get, tape over that particular area. These other ones, that's up to. This, yeah, see how skinny it is?
Yes.
And you're gonna, this area, it will be loose, it'll just flop around, and you can't pick it up, because it wants to flop.
The negative area or the positive area?
This, we'll call